Hey guys, today we're doing something a little different. I know I say that every time, but this time we're going completely out of left field and I'm gonna react to Bricky. I've been putting this off for ages and I just said fuck it, we're gonna react to Bricky. Purely because I do know Warhammer, but not extensively and not intricately. There's a lot of grey areas that I do not know about Warhammer. I have been collecting and painting the models for years, but I never really deep dived into the lore. I know the basics. I know, essentially, I know the majority of Primaris things, except for... I don't know much about the Primarchs other than Robot Girlyman being... That's all I know. Just his name is Robot Girlyman, and he's the Ultramarine big boy. And the Lionel Johnson is the Dark Angel Daddy. That's all I know. That's all I know. So let's just fuck it. We're gonna react to Bricky today, and you're welcome in advance. Okay, let's get into it.
In the grim darkness of the 41st millennium exists.
Wait, I know this one. There is only war. See? I know this one. I know this one.
Empire of Man.
Oh.
A backwards carcass of an empire comprised of many devoted forces. Gigantic robot knights. Religious
Imperial
machine
knights.
cultists.
The best. Just saying. These guys, the best Imperium faction. I don't care. I don't care what you have to say. I really don't. These are the best Imperium faction, the coolest Imperium faction.
And incredibly heavily armored women, most
Battle
likely
nuns.
with sweltering abs. And one must know what those abs taste like.
What? Oh my god, it's a fucking gamer subs ad from now. Okay, I'll give him that. That was very well done. That was very well done. Why abs though?
My
okay, I get it. I get it,
flavor
Bricky.
is here. Sweet six-pack has arrived. A delicious and refreshing cherry pineapple blend. Play the sound.
That just sounds good. You know, I've never actually tried gamer subs, to be fair.
Bricky's official gamer subs flavor is here. Sweet
Let's
six-pack,
go, bro.
not only in regular energy mode, but also in caffeine-free. The cherry pineapple flavor is not the kind of flavor that
Caffeine-free.
smacks
I
you in
need
the
less
face.
caffeine. I drink copious amounts of Pepsi Max. Yes, Pepsi Max is best. Okay, don't want to hear it in the comments. I don't want to hear it. I drink copious amounts of Pepsi Max. I need less caffeine in my life.
It is refreshing, and it's one of those things where you sip it and you go, not bad. And next thing you know, you are having your fourth refill the same day. And it is available now. Link in the description. Use code Bricky for 10% off your entire order.
I know this video's old, so I hope that code still works. Otherwise, oh no.
Not just for this, but for everything you buy. And I'm not dumb. If you buy any of these tubs, regular, caffeine-free of my sweet six-pack flavor, you will get a Muscle Girl 32-ounce shaker completely for free. There are only a couple thousand of those shakers, so get it while supplies last.
I'm not into Muscle Girls, Bricky, so I'll pass on the Muscle Girl, thank you. But that's generous.
I cannot believe we finally have this, but I told everyone, like, once you find out the flavor, you'll be like, yeah, that tracks. And damn straight does it track. Sweet six-pack available now. Code Bricky, link in the description.
Bro, stop. Oh shit. Oh, just full disclosure, I've seen some of Bricky's videos. I haven't seen his Warhammer stuff. I've seen the Armored Core review, and I've seen the Elden Ring review that he did. I've seen those two videos, so I am aware of Bricky, but I haven't gone through his whole catalog yet. And I know every VTuber reacts to these videos, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, let's go.
Enlightenment has ended. The age of darkness has begun.
Oh, so in the UK. Seeing these, let's go!
Roughly 60 million years ago, there existed aliens. And these aliens lived
No.
short, painful lives. They
The
belonged to
Titan, right? No.
radiation-stricken worlds.
No, Necron here. Okay, we're starting off in a section I know very well. I deep dove into Necrons because they were my first love of 40k. Necrons were my first 40k faction. Not Space Marines, not Imperial Guard. Yes, Imperial Guard, they're not Astro one. No, shut up. Not Chaos Marines, Necrons.
And
I were
often
with
died of
Necrons.
various cansers before the age of 30. These aliens,
Mhm,
the
mhm.
Necron tier, looked
That's
up
it.
to the stars and found extreme beings of real power. Beings with the ability to create life. The old ones of the galaxy. They
I swear that's isn't that the lizard people from fantasy? I thought that was the lizard person from the fantasy
asked
one,
these
right?
old ones for help. Please cure us of our ailments. To which the old ones said, piss off. So the Necron tier gathered together and did the sensible thing. They declared war upon these old beings and were promptly
Honestly,
beaten into
fair.
the dirt back to their short, painful lives. In the world of
Really?
Warhammer, there is a hell. This hell is not like
Mhm,
you and
the
I know
warp.
it. It's more of an afterlife, a place where dead souls end up.
I think
This
it's the
place
warp,
has
at
many
least.
names. The Imperium, the Sea of Souls.
I've never heard of the Imperium before. Excuse me.
The Immaterium and the Ether.
Immaterium
But
I've
mostly,
heard.
we just call it the Warp. While you and
Yeah.
I know of hell as a place of horrors and punishment,
Well, but we could say that,
the
or
Warp isn't really that. Not in the beginning. It's energy, but the kind of energy formed from thought and soul. Psychic energy, where the dead souls of people end up in a place that
following
is
so far.
impossible to understand. No
So I thought the warp was like a place. I thought it was like like you know like slip space from Halo. Yes, I'm using a Halo reference because that's all I know. I thought it was that like an extra dimensional plane kind of thing, right?
laws of reality exist. Like time is merely a suggestion, and it is not
Yeah,
something
yeah,
that
yeah,
can
yeah.
be braved easily. The warp would be like sailing the ocean in a pirate movie. To jump from your ship
Oh?
would be certain death. To stay in the sea for
Oh.
too long on your boat could drive a man mad. And there are many dangerous things lurking in those depths. Yet the sea is
Oh.
not evil. It simply is.
Exists. Yeah,
Listen, there are more
I mean, considering the casual geographic videos we've watched, no, I take that back actually. The sea is evil. The sea is fucking evil, I'm sorry. I know there's some nice things that live in the sea. I know you're all gonna go on about sharks. I get it. Sharks are actually not too bad. I know. But there are some fucking monsters and demons in the ocean. I'm
level
just
of
saying.
beings in those waters, areas that you do not sail towards. This would be known as the realm of chaos. The realm of chaos exists in the warp as a special area led by 3
Oh.
chaos gods.
Because I thought chaos was like the whole warp, right? Like as soon as you enter the warp, it's just chaos, right?
Korn, the god of combat, murder,
Angry
and
boy.
slaughter, with a pile of skulls taken in his name. Zinch, god of change,
Fucking hate
mystery, and
Zinch.
deceit, a confusing
I hate Zinch.
paradox of lies, schemes, and sorceries. And Nurgle, god
I hate
of
Nurgle
rot,
too.
pest,
Did you hear that fart sound effect? That's on brand from Nurgle. Nurgle is just stinky. Nurgle is just fucking gross and stinky.
Genshin Impact. All things
Wait, where'd that come from?
And Grandfather Nurgle is waiting for you with open arms. These gods rule
No,
their
thank you.
respective
Wait, what about Slanesh? You forgot horny. You forgot the
realm
horny
in the
god.
warp, sending their many followers against each other in the great game to be the most powerful of all the gods. So the warp exists. Hell is real, parallel to our galaxy, with the realm of chaos and its gods fighting for control. But there are also gods of
Ember?
real space, gods of the normal world.
If you say the Emperor's a god, I'm gonna. No, he's not. I'm pretty sure he's like a demigod, right? Isn't that the Emperor like a demigod, not a full god yet?
They're called Catan, and they
Oh, the
are
Catan!
stars.
You think
Yeah, these guys are
God stays in
cool.
heaven because he
Although they did fuck the Necrons over, the Necron tier over really bad, which the War in Heaven is the exact event I'm talking about. So lo and behold, we're gonna find out.
In fear of what he's created?
These star gods saw the plight
Mm,
of our poor Necron tier and how
I'm really sorry. I have to interject real quick. I know. The new Deathbringer model, the new scope for the Deathbringer model is holy shit. It is so peak. It is so peak. I cannot wait to get my hands on that and start building and painting it. Oh my fucking god, it looks
the
so
old ones
good.
cast them aside and said, "You know what? You guys want immortality? Oh, we will make it happen. We are the gods of the tangible, of real space. We can give you a cure." So then they ate all their souls
Honestly based.
and turned them into robotic automaton, feasting on their souls and leaving a hollow shell of an intelligence left that is technically.
Yeah, but you get to be cool Egyptian scaly robot, so I kind of feel like it's worth it. I'd take that. If I could make my model a Necron, blah.
Immortal. With the power of an entire species' souls, they turned their new robotic slaves on the old ones and hunted them to extinction. The Necron tier, now the soulless, undying Necrons, got their wish at the price of their souls.
The best boys. The best boys and girls. I'm just saying, they're the best. I know I'm Egyptian. I know I like skeletons. I know I'm heavily biased, but I'm telling you, they're the best. Just ignore everybody else. Ignore what everybody else says in the comments. I know you're all gonna tell me your favorites, and I want to know your favorites to be fair, and I want to know why it's all Necrons. I want to know why everybody loves Necrons. So if anyone says they don't like Necrons, just ignore them in the comments, okay? They're going for a phase. They'll come to Jesus or Necron Jesus eventually.
Count the number of kind gods on an amputated hand. With time, the selfish star gods turned on each other, fighting one another for more chances at glory and power. With this, the leader of the Necrons, Zarek, the Silent King, the man who doomed his species when he accepted this deal, waited, planned.
Is it bad that I still haven't built his model? I have it on my shelf in the box still. I just haven't built or painted him yet. I kind of need to do that at some point.
Bide his time until he sees the perfect moment and turned his legions of undead citizens against the star gods. Gods,
let's go. We love a rebellion,
but they can be broken. So Zarek broke the star gods into thousands of people.
Okay. This thing. I've seen this model. I don't know what it is. I know it's a fucking. I've actually forgotten the name of it. But like, is that a Catan inside it? Is that Gleam Boy? Is he a Catan?
And locked them away in vaults, taking their free will away as they did to them, and sealed them away.
Let's go.
As basically Pokemon
Revenge.
to be used as weapons in the future.
Who's that Pokemon? It's Pikachu! It's the Void Dragon!
If we want to talk about Pokemon in 40k, wait till we get to fucking Trazen. Oh my god, my bro, my boy.
Then, with his perfect memory, exiled himself for his sins, flying out to the darkness between galaxies to atone for what he had done. This entire situation, the genocide of the Old Ones and the rebellion of Zarek, will go down in history as the War in Heaven.
It is the
most brutal war the galaxy has ever seen and ever will see. This was a conflict that took an entire galaxy-spanning species and pitted them against gods that ate stars. The Necrons.
Tell me that's not fucking cool. Tell me you don't like the Necrons now. How can you, listening to that, hearing their fucking lore, their story, how can you not like the Necrons? They're cool as fuck. They overthrew their own fucking gods and used them as fucking Pokeball.
Rather crippled from, the war in heaven, decided to go to sleep in gigantic tomb worlds on various planets until the upstart species of the galaxy died out. And So turns out, when you have a war that lasts tens, hundreds of thousands of years and involves the genociding of multiple species, the old ones of the galaxy, and the consumption of souls from an entire race, the warp gets a little wacky. You know, if you had a kiddie pool and it was nice and calm, corn is over there splashing about, so you don't really go.
Wait, so I didn't know. I actually didn't know this part. The war in heaven is what caused the warp to be like even worse than it is now.
Nurgle
Or
has
what before? Sorry,
diarrhea, so you don't really go in that direction either. But you can still get in the pool. The pool's still fine. Turns out, when you add a couple trillion souls to that kiddie pool, it'll make the waves a little more turbulent. And turns out, a lot of them like to pick a side: Nurgle, Tzeentch, or Khorne. So the warp, the once relaxing kiddie pool has now been bloated. A million years of war will certainly make Khorne, god of murder and slaughter, more powerful.
So that's why it's like an absolute fucking shit show right now. Okay, right. I genuinely didn't know that part. Genuinely didn't know.
Make Tzeentch, god of deception and change, a little more powerful. And good god,
just a little.
Years of war will make Nurgle, god of decay, just the tiniest bit more powerful. Now, entering that kiddie pool is no longer fun, it's dangerous. The warp is now a problem. Hell is resembling hell a lot closer to what we imagined it originally. The Sea of Souls and the Realm of Chaos are now intertwined.
Oh, I don't know what this from. It's probably because I'm playing Bloodborne right now. This image just reminded me. I'm playing Space Marine 2 with some friends off stream. There's a game idea that I want to happen. I want Space Marine 2 combat, but Souls-like game. So I want a Dark Souls 40k game, essentially, is what I really want. I imagine that'd be so cool. Such a cool fucking premise. Fucking VTuber, get on that, please. I want my 40k Dark Souls game. Thank you very much.
To brave the galaxy than a species that won't need to deal
with
that.
No. Not the Eldar.
The Eldar are space elves. They have a lot of the traits that you probably think of when you...
Can we skip the Eldar, please? I think that's 4 people in the entire fucking community play Eldar. I literally know nobody that likes or plays Eldar. Like, for real. I think 4 people in total like Eldar. Come on.
Elves, tall, slender, pointy ears, bit more androgynous looking, no matter what DeviantArt will tell you, and a bit stronger on the emotional side. The old ones, as I mentioned, could create life, and when they were getting, absolutely bodied by the Necrons, they made some new races to try to help them. One of them was the Eldar.
Wait, I thought they just made the orcs, right? The god people, they made the orcs that fight against the Necrons, right?
Didn't save them, but they're here now anyway. Oh, and also the orcs, but they're busy right now.
Oh? I'm sorry, what is this? Is this an actual game?
The Eldar are a particularly psychically powerful race, so they were
really adept at being
able to handle the new turbulent warp of chaos and good at killing Necrons, hence why they went to sleep.
Oh, not good at killing Necrons. That is propaganda. That is Eldar propaganda. No, Necrons bodied Eldar, I'm sorry.
Psychically gifted is basically like being a wizard, but you get your wizard powers from hell. This is called being a psychic. And basically, if you want to do cool wizard shit, like writing from your hands or reading someone's mind, you can do that. You siphon the energy to do that from the warp. Luckily, the Eldar are very good at handling this without too many negative effects because, summoning power from the Sea of Souls with the new Chaos friends can be a bit of an issue. But Eldar are pretty good at it.
It's chaos
friends. Cool and also awful about Warhammer is that most developed species travel long, faster than light distances by going through that warp. They create a tear in reality to unreality and move through it. Faster than light travel? Cringe. We go through hell.
Oh no! cell, same brain cell, the second fucking brain cell. Also, what a fucking freeze frame right
To
here.
deliver your packages. For those of you who play Minecraft, you know how the Nether is like a pocket dimension. So moving 10 spaces in the Nether is actually moving something like 1,000 in the real world. That's basically what warp travel is. Just much like in the Nether, there are a lot of things that want to kill you. The Eldar found a way to do so in between.
I'm pretty sure, wasn't like the idea for the Nether based on the warp? Like, I'm not even joking. I don't know who I heard that from, but I heard that like the person who made Minecraft based it, or the concept of what came from like the warp. I'm pretty sure, right?
Not regular reality, not the warp, something else.
Am I talking about Earth?
Of sorts, a fabricated psychic realm.
Oh, the Webway.
To travel without fear.
Okay, I've never understood the Webway. I'm gonna be real. I've played all the Dawn of Wars, and I still don't fucking know what the Webway is.
The negative effects of the warp. The Eldar were the perfect fit for the new galaxy, and they took it with open arms and pointy ears. The empire of the Eldar spread everywhere, and it spread all the way until now, the 21st century. That's right. While you are watching NPC streams on TikTok.
What a fucking freeze frame. How dated is this? Holy shit.
The space elves were ruling the galaxy, and they did so for quite a long period.
I remember that guy. I remember that guy.
The 21st century came and went. Humanity grew and grew, all under the nose of their elf overlords. At this time, humans advanced.
Wait. So the Eldar were around when humans were. I don't know why that's never come to mind before, but I know the Eldar are ancient and they were around during the War in Heaven. So yeah, they'd have to be. I genuinely don't know why that's never like come into my head until just now, but that actually surprised me.
Sci-fi style way. We began to expand, colonize our solar system, terraformed our planets, created new and more powerful machines and starships. The age of Terra, also known as Earth, but we call it Terra here, was here and existed
because we're cool and badass. I'm sorry, the name Terra is so much better than Earth. I'm gonna be real. I want to start a petition to rename Earth Terra and to stop people calling the moon. The moon is Luna. It has a name. We should start using it. It's a totally non-issue, but I fucking hate when it's called the moon because there are hundreds of moons in our solar system. It's called Luna. It has a very pretty name. Let's start using it.
15th millennia. Not much is known about this time. Not much needs to be known. Humanity grew up, sought the stars. It's classic. Then came the years between 15,000 and 25,000, the age of technology, or to some, the dark age of technology. This is when humanity reached a new apex of technological understanding. When you think of sci-fi, there's a lot of things you
Wait, so Skynet? Question mark?
Star Trek, maybe Star Wars style. You can go cyberpunk dystopian. The age of technology was deep sci-fi, like a scientific prowess that fringed on magic. This is also when the first ever psychers began showing up in humanity. Individuals with the genetic mutation to be able to access the warp and then, because of that, travel through it. Humanity was no longer constricted to their early ways of travel. With warp travel, they could go anywhere in the galaxy. They equipped ships with gigantic AI machines, with everything you would ever need to know about.
I can't imagine that going on. Yeah, LOL. I haven't seen Event Horizon. LOL.
And sent them out on colony ships to expand their influence across the galaxy. This was truly the golden age of humanity. And with every golden age, there is a fall. While the new human upstarts of the galaxy were reaching new levels of technology and prowess, the Eldar were engaged.
Wait, did the Eldar fuck us over? If so, I hate them even more.
Debauchery! What happens when a species has everything? You can produce unlimited food.
I know this. I know the fall of the Eldar. I know a little bit about this because I'm pretty sure Oh, that's why he didn't say Slanesh.
Out of
Oh, so I'm getting
nothing.
ahead of it.
Your
Sorry.
need for farmers and workers gone. You have dominated
I'm getting ahead
the
of myself. Sorry,
stars
chat.
and
Sorry.
have created a fast travel system that doesn't rely on the dangers of the warp. You have nothing else to do. You have no struggles.
You got it
no
good.
problems, and feel as if there is nowhere else to go. Well, you begin to experiment. The Eldar started harmless enough. You know, you take a serious interest in your species' culture, your arts, paintings, poems, plays.
Keep this word in mind. The arts. A-R-T. Art.
These are Eldar, elves, remember? Their emotions are heightened, more powerful than us humans. So your plays get louder. They start to push on the limits of your hearing ability. Your music becomes different, more deranged.
What the
It pushes the
fuck?
boundaries of what is art. The visual spectacle of art becomes more bizarre, more
What the
delusional,
fuck is
more
this?
eccentric. And let's not forget a very important sense.
That was cool.
Touch. Pornography is one thing. Brothels is another. What if they all make
Oh no, I haven't seen that in forever. I haven't heard that fucking last top and repeating forever
What
ago.
if your
Holy
brothels were
shit.
part of your art and music? And what if those became more deranged? The boundaries of
Ayy.
debauchery were not just met, but shattered. Next thing you know, murder is commonplace and often mixed with the art, music, and sex. Pain is a common byproduct of entertainment. Whatever sensation
Okay, too
you
far. Too far, too far. Go back, go back, go back, go back.
have must be increased, must be enhanced, must be taken to the limits. The Eldar Empire slipped into a nightmarish realm of debauchery and excess, with the worst of it taking place in a city in the Webway, a black market for these kinds of heinous acts known as
Wait, so there are cities and like places inside the webway? Again, he explained it and it went in one ear and out the other. The Weldar. The webway is like another place in space? Question mark? Like the warp, but only like, I guess it has places?
Some Eldar saw the writing on the wall, saw what was happening to their species and how far they had slipped. So they boarded continent-sized starships called craft worlds
Oh, craft
and
worlds.
left their empire, seeking a more enlightened, calmer existence among their peers.
Cringe.
Some, those in Kamara, pushed it to even greater heights, relishing the pain and torment they
Too
inflicted
far.
on those around them.
Too
All
far,
during
no.
this, the
Go
warp,
back, go back.
the yin to the yang of the world, was fed by these emotions, by the psychic power of the Eldar, by the souls taken in these depraved acts on a galactic scale. And just like
Okay,
that,
yeah, I know this part.
Eldar ended. Slanesh, the fourth chaos
There we go.
god, was birthed into existence and consumed the souls of 9
Hang on, I might have to blur that for the video. I need to take a note of the timestamp because that was not what you think it is, Mr. Future person. That was a
2% of the
let's just
Eldar
move on.
population. Those that fled were spared the worst of it, and those in the Webway and Kamara were able to stave off the pull of Slanesh so long as they continued to commit horrid acts of torture and violence.
See, that should be unfucked up. That'd be
But for
unfucked
the
up.
majority of the Eldar, their empire died with Slanesh's birth. The new
Let's
fourth
go.
chaos god, she who thirsts, the god of unspeakable excess of pleasure, pain,
The horny
hedonism,
god.
and perfection, had been born. With the fall of the Eldar Empire came the ruin of humanity. Slanesh's birth sent storms in the warp across the galaxy, making
Wait. So this is the Eldar's fall. All of it, what I've covered so far, is all of this is the Eldar's fall. My hatred for them is justified by that logic alone. This is everything that happened in 40k is the Eldar's
travel
fault.
between star systems impossible. Coupled with a huge classic AI rebellion as a staple in these sci-fi settings,
Skynet,
humanity
yeah.
began to suffer the age of strife. Now, planets that relied on intergalactic travel were completely cut off. Long-range messages normally sent through the warp were snuffed out. If you were a planet that was great at mining stuff but couldn't get food, well,
You're fucked.
You know that movie about the rugby players in the mountains? Oh, and because of these
I actually don't know that
warp
one.
storms and fluctuations, Psychers began to appear among the human population a bit more often. Now, this initially had them hunted down as witches, because that's pretty common in this setting, but some deemed it right to protect them. Unfortunately for those people, Psychers, because they open a gateway to the warp, don't really know how to use
this
their
Horus
powers well,
Abomination.
and
Yeah.
kinda attract demons, who then force their way through the Psyker as a conduit of sorts and begin to slaughter the population of your planet. The Age of Strife was a catastrophic period of time for humanity and set back their progress tenfold over the not one, not two, but 5,000 year period. During this time, the Age of Humanity that we know began to form. Worlds equipped with large mechs for agriculture began to equip them with weapons to defend from alien and demonic invaders. Over 5,000 years, this became a custom and
That's so, that artwork right there is so cool. That is so fucking cool. I have an Imperial Knight. I have one. They're fucking cool models.
Dubbing them as Night Worlds, a feudal society of honor-bound knights in gigantic robots that uphold the chivalric code to defend their world and honor. A group of individuals on Mars, after radioactively bombing their planet to become inhospitable to human life, ran their entire lives underground on the few life support systems keeping them alive. Those
genuinely know that part. All I know is that they had a big civil war. One side fought with chaos and one side fought without, and then the Emperor's like, "Yo, I'm gonna make a pact so you guys can do whatever the fuck you want. Just give us technology and vehicles." And they're like, "Deal."
Technicians who could work on the machines and keep them operational were revered, and over 5,000 years went from skilled members of society to full-blown priests. The cult Mechanicus, or tech priests of Mars, formed in the ashes of the Red Planet with a religious fervor and doctrine
that makes sense.
of the machine god. And on Earth, or Terra, techno-barbarian tribes waged war across the planet in a Mad Max style of blood and gore, until finally, a mysterious man who lived in the shadows of Terra for millennia finally revealed himself to the populace. His name was the Emperor. He deemed himself the Emperor of mankind.
Okay. Very important point in the video. I need you right now, if you've gotten this far, in the comments to tell me, do you follow the Emperor or do you not follow the Emperor?
Where did he come from? I don't know. Why is he 10
Where did he
feet tall
go?
and the most powerful psyker of all of mankind? I don't know. Why is he basically immortal? I don't know. Where'd Cotton Eye Joe go? Who knows? But he's
Motherfucker, we're on the same wavelength. We're on the same fucking wavelength.
Here, and he isn't happy with all of you ripping up Terra. So he began the Unification Wars, where he and a very early version of the famous Space Marines, the Thunder Warriors, reunited Terra under a single banner. With blood. Then, after taking over Earth, he reunited the Thunder Warriors into the fucking dirt. This is where we get the Imperium of Man, also known as the Imperium.
I thought they just retired while they all died of old age. I didn't know he fucking killed his old fucking creations.
The new faction headed by the Emperor of Mankind with a treaty signed with the Cult Mechanicus on Mars to spread out and reunite humanity after the catastrophic Age of Strife. But first, the Emperor is going to need some smaller versions of himself.
Okay, this is the part where I really don't know anything. I don't know anything about the Primarchs at all, other than they're the Emperor's children. They got scattered across the galaxy and the Emperor went to go find them all. That's all I remember.
20 of them. 18 of them, I meant. Gene-crafted sons of the strongest human to ever live. All of them possess unparalleled strategic power, intelligence, formidable strength and size. A real powerful force to unite humanity and stop the chaos of the current galaxy. Speaking of chaos, you ever seen that image of that guy? It's like throwing the baby at a basketball.
What is it?
The Chaos Gods intervened and grabbed the 18 Primarch gestation pods and yeeted them across the galaxy at a whim, everywhere they could possibly go. A galactic game of keep away. So the
Okay, I like how they did this, and yet they all managed to land on planets that had habitable, atmospheres, environments, and people
Emperor
on
had to
there.
get them back. So begins the Great Crusade, a crusade across the stars to reunite not just humanity, but the Emperor with his fallen sons. The first to be found was Horus,
Cringe.
one of the strongest and most noble sons. The Emperor carried with him a legion of newly crafted warriors with genetic material made from their Primarch father. These are the newly made Space Marines. For Horus,
The
his
worst
were the
one,
Luna Wolves.
because they're
And
the
as the
first
Emperor
brand.
continued on his Great Crusade, he found more and more of his sons, reuniting them with their individual Space Marine legions. Leman Russ, the cunning hunter with the
Space Wolves. I'm sorry. If you like Space Wolves, you're a furry. It's just accept it. It's okay. You're allowed to be a furry. We don't mind. But you are a furry if you like Space Wolves. I'm
Space
sorry.
Wolves, Rogel Dorm, the Phalanx.
The best. The Chavis won because he's yellow. And he has the Imperial Fist, and Imperial Fists are yellow, therefore they're
With the
based.
Imperial Fists. Anglar,
Hell yeah.
the Barbarian, the very angry
No idea.
with his World Eaters. Fulgrim, the Perfect, with
No
his
idea.
Emperor's children. And Jagatai Khan,
Cringe. Just pure
the
cringe.
Swift, the Stoic, and his white scars. Those were
Cringe.
just some of the 18, and one by one his lost Primarch sons were returned to him, and their Space Marine legions
There's one called
returned
Gilliman.
to them.
I know that's Perchy. I know that's my bro, my boy. I should watch his lore video because I all I know about Perarabo is that I know what he looks like, and I know that everyone calls him a Redditor and fucking hates him. Don't actually know why yet. Really don't actually know why people hate him so much. So I'm kind of like putting it off because I don't want to hate him because I want to make an Iron Warriors army. So the new Iron Warrior tease is very, very fortuitous for me. I'm kind of scared to learn why they
The
hate
Great
him.
Crusade saw humanity once again reconquer the stars, returning worlds of humanity back to the Imperium and killing any and all who stood against their noble crusade. But in the years of the 31st millennia, treachery would break this all apart.
The Horus Heresy, in my opinion, I only know like bare basics. Horus betrayed the Emperor, massive civil war, current modern day Warhammer 40k setting. That's all I know. I don't know why it's so popular. I really don't get it. Because it's just a civil war. It's just Space Marines fighting Space Marines. To me, that's boring. I want to see them fight aliens and aliens fight back. I want to see, new, weird shit.
Horus, the Emperor's most beloved and favored
I don't
son,
want to see people
named
fighting
War
more
Master
people.
for the Crusade, succumbed to the power of chaos and daddy issues. All because of that bastard
Bruh.
Erebus. Yo, fuck Erebus.
Okay, again, I need this explaining. What is up with Erebus?
Slowly, Horus would become corrupted.
I'm sure just watching. You know what? I should probably just watch a lore video on Erebus, right? At this point, because I genuinely don't know what the fuck is Erebus's
Turning
deal.
the Emperor's sons against him. This begins the most pivotal moment in our story, and the one that has like 50 books written about it, the Horus Heresy. 9 of the 18 Primarchs turned against the Emperor, and the following years were a bloody battle for the throne of Terra.
I won't lie, the cinematics they make for the Horus Heresy go hard though. I genuinely won't lie. The cinematics go
The Emperor
hard.
originally was working on a special webway project, just like the Eldar, to make faster-than-light travel significantly easier and safer. Really
shit.
improve humanity to allow them to conquer the stars without the risk of the warp. Well, this big
that'd be
red
sick.
idiot named Magnus kind of blew a hole
Oh.
into that. Literally and
Oh.
figuratively. So Big E over there is
Oh.
stuck on a gigantic golden throne, holding back the oncoming rush of demons and powering the Astronomicon. Basically a big North Star for people who are sailing in the warp to help them navigate. The Horus Heresy saw many loyalist and traitor legions pitted against each other in a bloody war until it reached Terra itself. Horus,
I'm sorry, the
unable to break
cinematics go
through the
so
lines
hard.
and with time running out, made a gambit.
Because he's cringe. Horus is
and opened his
cringe.
ship up to be boarded. The Emperor took this challenge, quickly allowing someone else to take control of the throne as he teleported his way onto Horus's flagship, the Vengeful Spirit. The Emperor, unable to truly kill his most beloved son, changed his mind right quick when Horus strangled the life out of his other son, Sanguinius.
Oh. Oh.
I'm sure you've seen this image at some point. The Emperor
Yeah,
then
yeah, I've
said,
seen this
"I'm
one.
not gonna sugarcoat it," and proceeded to psychically blast Horus into complete oblivion, killing not only his body, but also his soul.
Hey, got to go.
Horribly wounded from this duel, the Emperor is returned to the Golden Throne in order to keep the demons at bay and power
As
the
a skeleton.
Astronomicon, because without it, humanity would be flying blind. There he sits, slowly dying from his wounds and the strain of powering the Golden Throne.
So why can't they just like heal him? Because I'm pretty sure like in 40k, like there've been like people who like almost died, like literally like this, and have been brought back with like cybernetics and shit,
The only
right?
thing keeping him alive is feeding upon the souls of 1,000 psychers every single day. This
Yeah.
was 10,000 years ago. We are now in the 41st millennium, modern day. Warhammer 40,000.
Let's go. Bum, bum,
The
bum,
Emperor
bum,
remains
bum.
on his throne. The Imperium is a rotting carcass of an empire, a fascist, xenophobic cult that worships the Emperor as a deity despite him never wanting to be seen as a god. Over the span of 1 million worlds, the ecclesiarchy, the Church of the Emperor, is spread throughout. Inquisitors with
I've not heard of the Ecclesi. No, I've heard the name, but I don't know what the Ecclesiarchy does. Sorry, I don't know their significance.
unparalleled power root out any sign of
Inquisitors, I
heresy
know. Yeah,
or
yeah,
lack
yeah.
of devotion to their god emperor. The other half of the traitor legions move about as chaos space marines, raiding and pillaging the Imperium, while the loyalist half does their best to keep the empire alive. All throughout this, they must endure orc invasions, Eldar trickery, the reawakening
Cringe.
of the Necron.
Just give up. Just give up and let the Necrons have their galaxy back. It's theirs by right. They controlled it at one point. Just give up. You're not beating the Necrons. Just let them have their galaxy back. You'd be a lot
Race and the
easier.
Great Devourer, the
Biased?
newest
I'm not
tyranid threat
biased.
from the darkness between galaxies that has arrived
Oh yeah, the
to
Tyranids. I
feast
forgot about
on
that.
their worlds.
Yeah, aren't the Tyranids? Don't they come from like outside the galaxy, right? I'm pretty sure they do, because they're like coming at us from everywhere. If I remember the launch of 10th edition and reading up a bit on the world there, I'm pretty sure the Tyranids are like approaching from like every single like corner of the galaxy.
The theme of Warhammer 40,000 is regression and intolerance. Every major faction in Warhammer has had an empire that spanned the galaxy only to be crushed back to a hollow shell of what they once were due to their own failings. Culture, the arts, personal freedom, religious tolerance, the simple possibility that alien life might not want to kill us is considered heretical.
I think that's bullshit. In 40k, that is bullshit. There's no way aliens don't want to
And
kill
is
you.
often met with a pistol to the head. There is no time for these things. All there is time
Based.
for is worship of the God
Joking.
Emperor and a million wars to be fought. To be a human in the 41st millennia is 99% of the time to live a horrible existence. To be one of trillions of other humans across a million worlds throughout the galaxy.
Yeah, but I mean, it's also like you're only, if you're human at least, it's like your only shot at like being alive. It might not be glorious, it might not be pleasant, but you're a fucking
galaxy
alive.
where AI is outlawed, so humans are repurposed and lobotomized to become
Oh yeah,
slaves.
servitors.
A place where lack of devotion is met with
Ooh,
death.
hello
And
there.
if you even
Wait, I've
have
seen that
devotion,
before.
there's a good chance the threats to the galaxy, chaos, and aliens will kill you anyway. Warhammer is a world where you revel in being bad. There are protagonists, there are antagonists, but every faction is
Okay, no, shut up. I mean, okay, actually, no. The recent stuff with the Tau, I keep up with Tau because I like Tau. That's the thing. I keep up with the factions I enjoy. So Necron's Tau, I know, like, I know the Necrons very well. The Tau, I know fairly decently. I wouldn't say, like, amazingly, but pretty well. Everything else is kind of, like, iffy. But the Tau, I know, like, I know better than, I'd say, like, I know the Tau better than I know the Eldar or
Some
Orcs.
shade of evil. Because playing the bad guys is always more fun. And my friend, you have a selection.
He's got a point. In every Star Wars film, when it's the Empire versus the Rebels, I always root for the Empire because they're cooler. I'm sorry, the Rebels, they suck dick. They just suck. They just suck. Their design sucks. Their spaceships suck. Their uniforms suck. Like the Empire is just cool, just so much cooler. So I root for rule of cool over anything.
Pick up that las gun soldier. You and the other 3 million men and women in this single deployment on this single world in this single battle will now show them the might of the God Emperor. That weapon in your hands has killed 99% of the alien populations in this galaxy. Unfortunately for you, soldier, you're fighting the final 1%. May the Emperor be with us. Glory to the first man to die, for in the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war.
Let's go! That was sick! And then we have some dark card music, which is phenomenal. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Where's the drop? Where's the drop? No, the drop! Blah.
Thank you, everyone. I hope I have helped teach
No,
you
thank you for making it, Bricky.
If you are a brand new person and you want to get...
I'm not brand new, but that definitely filled in some gaps. Like the whole Eldar shit starting all this. Like what I got from this is it's all the Eldar's fault, and I am right to hate them. That's what I took away from this video.
More about the world. There are multiple books that do a great job at showing off how the entire
But they're all
universe
dry.
operates. For the most part, Warhammer is a setting, and often stories are told in that setting with a Warhammer coat of paint. Gaunt's Ghosts is Band of Brothers, but Warhammer. It's honestly one of my number one recommendations for new people.
I fucking love Band of Brothers. Okay, Gaunt's Ghost. Okay, I'm genuinely gonna look up on that because that sounds sick.
Kingmaker is an assassin novel involving those night worlds. This is Mission Impossible, but Warhammer. Bloodlines is Blade Runner, but Warhammer. And the list goes on and on. If I had...
Bro, no, give me some more recommendations like that. Like, I'm generally gonna look up those Gaunt's Ghost things. I'll watch a video on them for a video. But because that sounds sick. Band of Brothers was so good.
To recommend a brand new novel for a first-time Warhammer enjoyer, these are the 4 I would recommend: Horus Rising, Caiaphas Cain, First and Only, Gaunt's Ghost, and Infinite
and the Divine. Oh my god, it's so good. I don't care if you're not into 40k, just read Infinite and Divine. It is so good. It is so good. Oh my god. Trazen and Orokin are like the funniest fucking duo. I didn't realize I wanted like a more of Orokin the Divine. He's just a random Necron like overlord. Like, well, he's a diviner. There's a difference. We'll get into it. But like that book, peak. So good. So good. My favorite fucking 40k book of all is The Infinite and Divine. I cannot personally recommend it higher.
Divine. They are all fantastic novels, and they will get you acquainted with the world.
The other 3 I've not read.
To know too much. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Get yourself a Gamer Subs flavor. Enjoy the new six-pack. And if you're curious and you want, just a little lord, you can find him in the description as well on my merchandise store, orchid8.com. Thank you for watching.
Let's go.
And may the God Emperor be with us.
Come on. Obviously, you're scared.
Bro, okay, that was a long Well, this is the longest video. We're approaching an hour mark almost. Holy shit. Well, I hope you enjoyed the videos, guys. I enjoyed watching this one, I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I've seen Bricky's Armored Core and Bricky's Elden Ring reviews, so I know he makes good shit, but I haven't seen his 40k stuff. Or at least not all of it, I think. I'm trying to remember. Anyway, if you want me to do more, then please let me know in the comments. I would love to do more 40k. If you like the video, then please let me know, because I'm really curious to see what you guys' opinion is on more 40k shit. Because I'd like to do more 40k. But yeah, see you in the next one, guys. Bye!